We are the Movie Disciples, and this is a podcast where we discuss all things fandom and where fandom meets artists with creatives with insights. If you don't know, we got G, we got Juice Wayne, we got myself, Hollywood Hunter, and we got Dre, aka Drizzle. We make up the Movie Disciples, and wherever you're getting your podcast, make sure you hit that 5 stars and that follow button and keep telling people that we are dropping hot fire on our podcast. And if you're joining us on YouTube, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, and that notification bell. And make sure you talk to us in the comment section because the algorithm has changed. That's what I've been hearing all over YouTube. So make sure you hit that like and talk to us in the comment section because that's how people are tuning in to check everything out nowadays. On this episode, we're recording this on May the 30th. That's a Thursday. This past week was Memorial Day weekend, and we figured talking about Memorial Day and, veterans and the military, why not do 5 of the greatest military movies of all time? So what we considered on our collective, we're going to all decide on one movie that we all enjoy, and we're going to list everything out, and then we're going to select that one movie, and then from there, everybody's going to get a choice of one movie to go into the rest of the 5. So everybody understood that?
Let's get it.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get it. All right. Who wants to go first? Well, since Dre, you had yours in last, I'll let you list off yours, like the movies that came to your mind in this military movie. Also, I'm gonna let y'all kind of lead the way because I realized doing this list, I was like, damn, I ain't seen too many of these military movies, or I never repeated some of these joints. So I'm like,
get up on your game, dog. Gotta catch up, baby.
I'm gonna need y'all, help guide the way. I close the deal. I'll be Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? I'll be D Wade. I finished the drill. But I'm gonna need y'all to get me to the fourth quarter.
Word up. Well, shit. All right. Let me see. So I grouped these together. Maybe I'm cheating. Who knows? Whatever. But I got Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick because we all know them shits was hands down. I feel like that might be our collective one, but I'm gonna slow it down. I ain't gonna go too crazy. Next on the list, I got 300. I got The Covenant. I don't know if y'all seen The Covenant.
That's the Guy Ritchie movie with Jake Gyllenhaal.
That's Guy Ritchie shit. That shit is really good, and it's a different take on it's a little different take than on most of the little military movies. So, I don't know if you want me to give an in-depth detailed rundown of why I picked the joint.
Super detailed, but
this could, bro.
Okay. Well then I'm gonna go back. 300 was the staple for its time. That shit came out and flipped cinema on its head. From the storytelling, the narration, the visuals, the story outside of the storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Everything. That shit changed the game. And it was crispy.
Yeah.
It was that movie was crisp. It was something about how they did the color and the angles. They did that. So 300 for sure, dog.
Very stylish.
13 Hours. That was an old one. What's my guy's name?
13 Hours.
John Krasinski.
John Krasinski. Yeah, man. I haven't watched that movie in a long time, but I just remember that. I remember the feeling that I had after I watched it. I was like, damn, this shit was good.
That movie reminded me how great Michael Bay is when he does
when he's in that bag.
When he's in that bag.
That was Michael Bay, right?
You know what I'm saying? When he's not trying to get off, the cringe jokes, and it's just visceral action. That shit was a fire ass movie.
Because I also think John Krasinski, that was his serious role after doing The Office or some, right? That was the first one outside of that, I think.
Because I didn't even put them two together when I first seen 13 Hours. I thought he was a brand new dude. And then when I started rewatching The Office, I'm like, oh, that's my man's from 13 Hours. So,
yep. Yeah, so 13 Hours. Shoot, I think this one had one of the the greatest impacts of cinema history for sure. Tropic Thunder, dog.
Tropic Thunder.
Bro, that's
That
one of the funniest movies ever.
dog.
One of the funniest
That
movies in life.
movie is so funny, and we would get canceled on this day if that movie came out right now, dog. The world would
Yeah,
throw
we
that shit
would.
on his head, and it just
Mm-hmm.
would not let it breathe. But like, they gave Robert Downey that pass, and they say, go crazy, dog. That shit.
Bro, there's guarantee Iron Man fans that's like, they would be afraid to raise their hands, or they'd be like, nah, I thought he was funny in that movie. I'm here,
Yeah, dog.
low key, like, I thought he was funny in Tropic Thunder too, so like I fucks with Robert, you know what I mean? Like this. It'd be like
Yeah,
10%
dog.
of Iron Man fans, but they'd be like, oh no, I know he was in that movie. Like he was funny as shit too. Like
Funny as hell.
he was funny
Yeah,
as
dog.
hell.
So I got my next two are like probably like cult classics. Definitely old. First and foremost, I got Starship Troopers. I remember watching that when I was little, and my brain just being exploded. Like,
Big ass bugs.
yo. But remember though, like I haven't seen like them hopping spiders in a long time in the world. But like when we was growing up, them shits were always in the garage and stuff, and they just be jumping up like fucking Jordan,
Hella
right?
aggressive.
So when I saw Starship Troopers, I was like, those are them, but smart and giant and trying to kill us, Like I was like, nah, dog. I know them hopping spiders are what? They like some type of cricket, right? But whatever, dog. Still, dog. Like them shits were crazy. So I got Starship Troopers, and matter of fact, I think Starship Troopers set the tone for a lot of space war movies. I think it shaped some direction. I'm gonna have to really think about it on how and why, but like I think so. And then I got OG classic, A Few Good Men. Like
Mhm.
like you can't think of a war movie without that
Handle the
one.
truth.
Yeah,
You
handle.
can't handle the truth.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never seen it before, but I know that damn line.
Me either.
My point exactly though, right? My
That's
point
Yep,
exactly, right?
impactful.
definitely got the quotable.
My point exactly, right? So because y'all haven't seen it, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch that until later in life as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, this shit is good. Maybe like 6, 7 years ago, maybe. I think I was still living in Atlanta, so it had to be. I had moved back to Atlanta, so it had to be last 5 years. So
What did you call
yeah,
it,
man.
bro? You had a good name in the beginning of what you called it. You didn't say call it.
Um,
You said what'd you call it? You said classic? No.
oh, cult classic.
Yeah, like a cult classic. That's what you call this one, right?
Yeah, cult
Yeah.
classic
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. I like that. I don't have
Yeah.
one on my list, but like in my head I said, damn, I think I missed out on something in that genre, in that lane, 'cause for
Hmm.
sure. Like I think of like Forrest Gump, like I'm like it had
Right.
I mean, that's a good one though too.
That's a
That's a
yeah,
military
classic
I
joint.
too.
was like
Yeah, it's a good
that
one. I didn't even
movie
think about
so
Uh,
that.
good, like it's just so good, and I'd put it in
Hmm.
that category if I was of my like list. So yeah, that's a good call.
Well, shit, I'm gonna just throw you the lob right now. My last one was Edge of Tomorrow. You know, like that movie is off the chain. What they did with the flip on Groundhog's Day, and like I always think about how long, like when you really think about it, how long this dude had to live. Like you don't really think about that, right? Like he had to live at least 80 years, bro. And I know y'all might think that's a stretch, but you got to think about it. He memorized almost every second, every minute, the conversations, word for word, all the times he died when he's trying to roll under a tank. You don't just get that one time.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Then they got squished
He got
lots of times, bro.
bro. You're right. This is
You know what I'm
such a good
saying?
lob, man. This is. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to pass it back. We got to pass it back and forth some D Wade and LeBron type shit. But
Because, like, look, bro, think
it
about
had
when he was
comedic.
living in the bar.
Yeah, it was fun.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, man. And
Go ahead,
that's
dog. Go
that's
ahead.
on my list. I appreciate that. So Edge of Tomorrow would be up there on my list because I thought it was like, in Vince's words of just, it was one of those ones where I was like, this is how you do something like different, but
Yes,
then you
innovative.
Yeah.
use other
Innovative.
elements of
Exactly.
stuff to not lose people. Where you know what I mean, like you ain't going too far off the fucking deep end trying to be innovative, but like you still got moments in there where like like y'all said, it grounded it, like the military aspect, the camaraderie aspect, the making us build with the main character because like he had something to lose, and it wasn't so far fetched that we was like, what the fuck? But then also had a concept we could all relate to where it was like we all got a few moments where we wish we could go back in time because we think it's just
Mm-hmm.
as easy going
Hmm.
back in time and reliving them. But this movie shows us a different turn or aspect of like what those consequences look like, kind of like Dre said, where you got it, you're still gonna have to remember every moment. You still got all these responsibilities that you gotta uphold, and it's not as easy as just going back to your first time seeing a movie in the theater and being like, "Damn, that shit fire!" Like
It ain't.
you still gotta go through something to appreciate it more. So I was just like every time he reset, I don't know if we're gonna get demonetized, so I don't want to say but you guys get what I'm saying. Every time he had to,
He got
he
squished,
got what it right. I remember
unalived.
legit laughing when he was doing them push-ups on the blacktop. And he thought he was sneaky and tried to roll out, and that car ran him over.
But that's what it was. That's why another reason it was dope because it was like if you play games, then that's kind of what it
Hmm.
was like watching, like
That's what it is.
watching
Yeah,
somebody try,
Right.
like try and get. Yep.
Yeah, man, that
like
movie was, and then it had the tech, and the tech was cool. The battlefield scenes when they had the mechanized suits was also
It
so
was
dope.
fire.
It was
it was
so
so
dope
accurate.
because it was just that's what I would imagine it would be like trying to go through
Yeah,
different moments that are happening at the same time, but could also change while you back there or whatever. So like it was, it was such a good way to show him. Because think about it, there was times where he was like, "I'm good." And it'd be like a random piece of metal would come and just hit him. He'd be like, "What the?" He was like, "I," didn't even-" you know. So it was just he had to be so locked
because
in.
you
So
say,
yeah.
how do you defend against that? He's like,
Hmm.
I've been here 8 times and that's never happened. Fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I
Yep.
like um I like his character development. Like
Hmm.
who he was in the beginning
Hmm.
of like, yo, I don't do war. I don't do this. To who he was at the end. He was like, yo, pick your shit up. It's time to go. Like we not doing all that.
No. Yeah.
Right?
Emily
Like,
Blunt was good. It was Emily, right? Wasn't it Emily?
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yep.
him.
Emily
Yeah,
Blunt.
she was a good um I don't know the word, but she was complimentary to his character. She wasn't
She was a badass. Like they didn't over sexualize
yeah,
or make her this
right. They
typical
didn't have to
damsel in distress character.
yeah. Even I bet that'd be one of the ones where like if people gave us a spin-off or a show or something of her point of view or experiences like that, we would be like at least interested to see like, oh shit, like what that would
Yeah.
What
look
happened in the battle? What
yeah.
happened in the
Yep.
battle before then when she got her powers and she came to the realization
Mm-hmm.
that she had it? And because think about this, right? Remember, she lost her power,
Mm-hmm.
right? So when we meet her,
Mm-hmm.
her powers are gone. She's going off of the learned experience
Mm-hmm.
of the life she lived when she had her powers,
Mm-hmm.
right? So like it goes back to what we were saying to that accumulation of that knowledge and that life lived,
Mm-hmm.
right? She knew she didn't have the power no more, but
Mm-hmm.
she also knew like she had all those XP points from
Mm-hmm.
playing the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Facts.
You know,
Right. Yep.
you pick up Mario or you pick up a new Sonic,
Yep.
and you all those years of playing the game are still there. So you're not
Mm-hmm.
dying on the first,
Yep.
bad guy that shows up or the
Yep.
first little spike trap. You like, nah, I know this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
was such
You know the difference
good
between the red back turtles and the green back
true.
turtles.
You know what I'm
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
Facts. Yeah.
Right.
Facts,
Big
yo.
facts. So yeah, bro.
Facts.
That Edge of Tomorrow for me was on my list, and I just put incredible concept next to it, and then I also put it made serving funny. Like it made it lighthearted. It didn't have to be.
Because it's true though.
Yeah,
Those moments are true
that's
though. How
balance.
many moments have you
Yeah,
Yeah,
balance,
because the
lighthearted
military
and fun
isn't all like
for sure.
there's
Yeah.
definitely
For,
laughing,
for sure.
camaraderie. There's definitely like, damn, this shit sucked. There's definitely like, all right, we're gonna follow this guy. All right, they gotta follow me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's both.
Always forward progression is kind of like you ain't got time to be sitting there fucking feeling sad for yourself.
Nope.
But let's fucking go. Come on, let's go. We're gonna get it right eventually. So yeah, I loved that concept in Edge of Tomorrow. And then like I guess you could say in that same vein of just high stakes, comedy, compelling characters, that was Independence Day for me. Like even as a young age kid, like I was like I remember like seeing Will Smith or whatever, and I was like, damn, it's kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, dang, like he was a bit of a anti-hero in the movie. You know what I mean? Granted, he was serving, so of course, by default, people would be like, "Oh my God, he's got this valor, he's serving or whatever." But he was sort of like, he has his girl was a stripper. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's one of those like, if you know type deal because they're really, they're really leaning into a stereotype of military guys, just kind of being like, whatever pretty woman comes at them, they see them in uniform, they're gonna whoop over her. They don't care what they see outside or whatever. But like in this case, he was the one that had to end up kind of coming of age, like Dre said, kind of just we see him develop kind of like towards the end, but like he still kept his sort of character.
I mean, the military will grow you up. Military will age you up a couple of years.
And it was
alien invasion
cool.
will.
Say it again.
I said an alien invasion will grow you up.
Alien invasion.
Yeah, that too. Yep.
Alien.
No facts.
For sure. So it was. I think I remember seeing something that said like when the spaceship came, they actually used like a real life model and they just put it in like a fish tank or whatever. And I was just like, damn man, that's actually pretty cool. Like that, because this was still a young Angela that was collecting toys and stuff. So I remember having like I had an action figure from the movie that was like a little spaceship. And like I was like, all right, cool. So yeah, it was for me. I remember it probably was one of the first movies where I thought I saw or could recognize in my little brain that was like a military dude, or this was like something that had a military in it. You know what I mean? I'm just like, oh man, cool. Boom, boom. So,
like a toy soldier,
like a
real life toy soldier.
Yeah. That's actually damn. That's a pretty good one too. I had Top Gun Maverick on there. I mean, do I even really need to explain it? For people that haven't seen it, it's what we on this channel have said to be a sequel or a revisit or a reboot or a revamp done right. Because they took like 95% of the first movie, which people loved, and they just literally like, put some soap and water to it, like some fresh Air Force Ones. You know what I'm saying? They were just like clean it up quick, like put the shoelaces in some.
They went to the mall to that dude that be cleaning the shoes.
And that's it. They cast the fuck out of the young kids. They actually made us. You know what I mean? We was the people that was casted as like everybody was beautiful and handsome and charismatic. Like everybody was, and you believed it. So I was like, in my head, that's another movie where they took everything.
But they stuck.
The first one and did it right, and then they made the military part of it just kind of be complementary yet again to grounding the characters. The characters had morals, they had their own beliefs, they had things outside of what was militarized in front of them, and that's what we at the end of the movie believed is what kept them alive, instead of it being like this weird fucking brainwash scenario where these guys are not human beings because they're in the military. They're just like you can love your dad and not be in the military. You know what I'm saying? Like, buddy was like, I'm flying because of my dad. Like, I'm here for this reason. You know what I mean? He still had compassion. He still had the ability to do all these things and then put service above that and say, all right, we got our differences. We're going to figure it out after the mission's done. So I really love that part about it.
Legacy and service before self.
Yeah. And then that's how Captain America was for me too. I said, you felt like him having powers was less about his strength and his abilities and more so him just sort of overcoming just whatever short end of the stick he got handed from just life in general. You know what I mean? So I was like, damn, I said, this is a really cool military spin on it, because then we got to see his comrades. We got to see him, like when we saw him walking back with all the people from like enemy lines or whatever, we was like, yep, this one of them ones, this one, like this was, and like you had old buddy from Men in Black, what's his name? This general.
Tommy Lee Jones.
He just plays a good stoic ass just fucking
military
ass. It almost took. It's like you
old
had to
head.
have the militarized person or symbol in the movie to appreciate kind of like all the other concepts that made us sort of love, want to follow Captain America himself because of just the stakes and it done well. So, and then throughout the series, we got a chance to see them sort of lean in on the fact that like, yeah, this motherfucker was a captain for like 80 years. And they was like, how you still a captain, bro? Or whatever. And he was just like, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Don't be asking too many questions. So,
bro, I want to comment on something you said about Tommy Lee Jones's character, right?
yeah.
Like, everybody in the military knows somebody that is only military.
Yeah.
Like, is the embodiment of what you see on TV when somebody's doing the fucking most.
Yep.
Like, we've all served with a motherfucker that is that. You're like, bro, this is not a movie, dog. Like, why you shave your mustache like that, bro? Like, yo, come on, my guy. Like,
we don't get lunch. Like, and they gonna try to say something like, well, back in chill, bro. Don't even start a sentence with just how they did it in the whatever, because it's like, bro, come on, bro.
This ain't Nam. This ain't 20th Air Force.
Do we really need to be in formation, or can you just text us?
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Don't try to hit me with that military bullshit. It's raining. Just text me, bro.
Right.
It's 2022. Like, so yeah, it was that. I think that's where, there was a villain, but there was also that part of just good writing in the character of how, he was, where Cap still had to sort of battle his morals and sort of keep his loyalty to this organization in which essentially gave him his ability, which was the military, you know what I mean? But he wasn't depicted as a villain, you know what I mean? He was just this sort of antagonist, but also kind of like this catalyst to help kind of mold him into,
Talking about Tommy?
Yeah, talking about Tommy character.
Yeah.
He eventually came around, but like, you know what I mean? You kind of was like, bro, my guy got so much shit going on. You can give him a bone. That's what the crowd is kind of made to think. You can tell that, right? But then you end up kind of liking to see him eventually kind of soften up and become more human. And, kind of like we just said, where it's like that service, beyond service kind of helps people like kind of come together. So yeah, man, that's my lit. I mean, 5. Yeah, independent.
But bro, I want
America.
Bro, that's what it takes though, right? Like that stoicism, you know what I'm saying? That nonchalant, by the book, black and white. Like you need that in the military. Like that's not you need that, and you have to be able to, like, I think, going back to the texting thing, that comment, right? Like the older folks have to pass the torch, right? Because that stoicism, that stoicism in a system has to evolve, right? Like you can't just be like, I'm not going to use the computer, because back in the day, we sent letters, and before that we sent telegrams, right? Like, could you imagine if somebody, I can't imagine if somebody tried to send me business in a letter. Bro, you better fucking call me or text me. I sent you a letter, you didn't get it yet. Bro, 5 days, the business has changed.
You're right. No,
that's facts.
It's nothing against heritage. It's
not at
in
all.
that vein of, it's not about who did it first. It's about,
we're not on horse and buggies anymore for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so
who did it right?
And this is my last one. I almost forgot this one, but this was a small example of a very niche community that's near and dear to my heart. But Avatar was a good sort of first experience for me of a Marine with inability to walk in a wheelchair base, and then having the ability to assume, and I don't want to say avatar, but like, I think you get what
that's what it is
in that vein.
Yeah,
whatever.
That's what it is.
So for me, I remember, I think at this point I was probably already injured. When did this movie come out? You might know a year after.
2008. You were not.
2008. Nah, yeah, I had just joined. Well, shit, I graduated boot camp. I just graduated boot camp.
Damn, it was 2008.
So I was like, dang, dog, I'm old. But yeah, man, I thought that was. I mean, they put him in a t-shirt, but like, yeah, man, I thought.
Like Avatar just make no sense to me. It makes sense, but it don't make sense. I'm just like,
oh, because he was. Yeah, I mean, he was a Marine.
Yes and no. I mean, I just feel like that's like, I can see maybe the second one, maybe.
Yeah.
The first one, that just feel like more so colonization in a sense, and them trying to figure out a new culture.
I mean,
you got the military,
right?
Military trying to like take niggas out.
You're not wrong.
It is that, right? But let's okay. All right, we're gonna get into some right, like let's be real, right? Colonization. How do you do that?
Military.
With a military, exactly. You see what I'm saying? So it's right there.
I'm like, it is, but I'm like, it was, but it wasn't. I'm like, I wasn't watching this shit like as the military. I saw the military, but I just saw that shit as Pocahontas meets Fern Gully. So I just took the whole fucking So when I was shaking my head initially, it wasn't like I hated G's pick. I just had to hear like where he was coming from. I was like, he said the whole, the Marine trying to find his way. I was like, all right, I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Right. So think about this, right? Think about this, right? Here we go, right? Here's a different perspective, right? My man couldn't walk, right? So being in the Avatar gave him the freedom that he's wanted his whole life, right? So now what he's going to do is he's going to try to be in that freedom as much as he can. What does that do? That allows him to understand the people, to become, friends with them, understand their system, understand the culture, right? And now because he's not only made a name for himself in that community, he also has a freedom that he's never had amongst his own, right? Now that gives him a different perspective of like, hey, we can't just bulldoze these people, right? Because he was like, we can't just go instant colonizer. We can't do that, right? But they wanted to go instant colonizer. So what did he do? He sided with the folks that, was trying to get colonized or whatever, insert correct grammatical fucking term. I can't think of it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so if you look at it from that perspective, right, it also adds to your colonization, but it also gives it another shade, a nuance to it, something else that's not just like, fuck white people that try to take over Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like you could, remove that aspect of it.
I feel like we can go on we need to watch Avatar and the second. I'm like, that's something we need to like discuss on here because I got a whole asshole take on Avatar. So I'm like, let me shut the fuck up.
I would actually like to dive into y'all takes on that more, but we can say that one.
Yeah, say it for a whole nother episode.
Right.
For sure.
Because y'all making some good points. And then we can be on that shit for a while.
Yeah. As long as the movie is. Both of them bitches.
Yeah.
Right.
Juice, go ahead. What was your list since you
Yo, Juice
shit for
same day. He was he put this bitch in.
For me, mine ain't in no particular order either. I just pretty much name shit that I've watched multiple times. Because I don't watch a lot of shit multiple times. So 13 Hours, we talked about that joint. Like,
Secret
just a fire ass movie. Cast is dope.
But what made that work for you? What made that movie work for you?
For me, just the visual look of it. Like again, like I said, Michael Bay. I think when it comes to somebody who does blockbusters well, I think people can hate on Michael Bay, but only few people can do blockbusters the way he can.
Right.
And when he really in his bag and he like taking this shit seriously, like I felt like he did with 13 Hours, then it really shines. And it helps too that it was based on a true story that I didn't even know. So for me, it was a educating thing for me.
When Michael Bay want to show off that flag, that nigga gonna show off that flag. That nigga gonna
for sure, hands down.
That's how
you
gonna
show the last shit. Like that movie Transformers, that nigga showing off that flag.
First one.
Yeah, like that nigga
Ambulance.
And yeah,
Ambulance, yep, that's another slept on one. Yep.
no,
So,
keep going
Mm-hmm.
though. Yeah.
but yeah, that's pretty much it. Ain't really too deep for 13 hours. I got Pearl Harbor on here because that was probably the first military movie I watched that was a spectacle to me. Because I
Yeah.
think that came out in what, like 2002 or some shit?
Yeah.
It's
I think
long,
Yeah, a
so.
while ago.
Or
long.
2001. I
And
ain't never seen it.
well, see, the thing is, that's like it was. I thought it was good because yeah, we know the story of Pearl Harbor, but obviously they had to give it a narrative that would make niggas and like dudes and girls go see it. So they had to add a little, love triangle thing in there. That's what's gonna keep the women engaged. And then you got the crazy action and just dope visuals, which at the time is gonna keep the dudes there.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Mm-hmm.
but I also wanted to know how it was for like actual people who served and how close, like, because some people they can look at a movie and be like, well, that's not accurate. And I do like when they do military movies for them to stay close to the accuracy of what it's
You
like.
know, I just realized that we legit have a 50-50 split. Like I didn't even think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Two served, two haven't served. I didn't even think about
Hmm
that. Wow. Hmm.
Yeah, my pop
Sorry.
said
That's
Shame
why,
on me.
like, with y'all's breakdown of certain things, kind of letting y'all take it because y'all can
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
give a perspective of a person that's watching the movie and people that have actually served in the military for
Mm-hmm.
a time too. So, and that's just also dope for me to even get insight on that end too. But
Yeah.
yeah, so
So
for Pearl Harbor, it was just more so the spectacle of it to me. That's what got me to watch other military movies.
Vince,
And then,
my bad.
oh my bad, go ahead, G.
It's a fun fact, right? I went to Pearl Harbor, right? Couple times,
Mm-hmm.
four or five times or whatever. And there's like a few places on the world, like in the world, on the planet. I think they call them natural disasters. There's like a volcano somewhere that's like constantly erupting, so they don't call it like
Mm-hmm.
a. You know what I mean? Like there's somewhere where there's like always a tornado. Like it's kind of crazy. And I don't know when, but it's in the history of just that area of like where the USS Missouri was and like the oil tanker that went down. When you go over there and you look at the water, it's iridescent from just the amount of fuel and gasoline that was in sort of just in that area that like it will outlive and continue to leak fuel in that sort of area where Pearl Harbor was beyond our kids and our kids' lives. Like it's kind of crazy to
that's
see.
wild.
Like you can
Damn.
have there's like Navy people that are actually stationed out there that can take you on a little boat and you can go out to the memorial, which is part of where the ship is. It's kind of hanging out in Pearl Harbor over there. And yeah, man, the water is shallow enough and clear, which is kind of weird too. It's clear enough that you can still see the oil. You know how iridescent oil, like an oil spill, looks or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, out there still. So it's actually deemed a natural disaster. That area in Pearl Harbor where, um, like in Hawaii, where like that area is, it's sort of like that took damage and things like that. It was kind of crazy to
Damn.
see. Yeah. Um, and it's viewable to the public. It's not like anything like exclusive. So yeah, man, it's kind of crazy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's dope. Dope fun fact. Shit. I also had Broken Arrow on my list. With John Travolta and Christian Slater. That's a OG John
I
Woo
don't know if
Yeah.
I
classic.
know that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know
Man,
that one.
I'm
ain't peace.
talking, yep, like that, like just a good old fashioned action film.
Okay.
I didn't even know Broken Arrow was an actual military term. So that was just dope to even know what that is. And like I said, John Woo, we really ain't got to say much else.
No,
And that's when
facts.
you had, and that's when you had John Travolta in his, I can't remember. Yeah, that was before Face Off. So
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
that's when he really got in. That was like his first villain-esque role, I think.
I
So
think
that joint is fire. If you haven't seen that, just a good time, good action. What else on this joint? We talked about Fury a little bit. Fury was dope just because I think that was based on a true story too.
I
And
never
my
saw
man's
that one.
that,
That's one of my ones that I want to watch. I
yeah,
never
same
seen
director
it.
did Suicide Squad.
Okay.
And he's done some other shit too that I just like his directing style. Like it's just very grounded, but I like just the color palettes he uses in his movies and just how he keeps it real grounded and visceral. Like it's just like a
You feel it.
grunginess to it that I like. Yeah. Was it David Ayer, his name? David Ayer, I think his name is.
Yeah, David Ayer. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. And then shit, I'm gonna go with Behind Enemy Lines with Owen Wilson because I think
I
that was
watched it
like
yesterday.
that movie was just fire for no reason, bro. Like,
The
because
time.
for one, that was the first time I had seen Owen Wilson in something that wasn't silly. But he still got his comedy shit off in this though. So it was like, and it was just simple. It was like, yo, they sent on a reconnaissance mission
Mm-hmm.
to take some pictures over, you know what I'm saying, in Russia. Motherfuckers wasn't supposed to be over there, got shot down. Now this nigga got to be rescued from over there. It's just,
Yep.
oh shit.
Yeah.
But the way they was capturing the action and
You
it was just
see
a
the
fire
ice.
ass
You can
movie,
see the
bro.
helicopter. You can see the ice. You can see.
Yep. Damn cheer and shit. Oh man.
What the
Nigga,
I
that
was like, they
sounded
shooting.
like an automatic going off, dog.
Yo, man, a
You
war
know, military.
zone.
Dog, that shit sounded like an automatic. Nigga, I
They
said,
just
yo,
Oh
what?
shit. Like somebody shooting over there, nigga, where you
Yo,
vents
at?
behind the lines and shit.
Vince got
Yeah,
the ad
but
lib.
that shit was fire
It
though,
was.
man. That was just kind of in the vein of like Broken Arrow a little bit, where it's a lot more hand like close combat rather than like battlefield style action. It's more so like gun shooting, duel, shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Dope.
how many was there? One, two, I think that was. I had dead presidents on here too, but you know, for the culture, you know what I'm saying? For the niggas, you know, because a good part of that was military based until they, you know, started doing heist and shit. They
Is
still
it
you.
just
All right. Back with a little technical difficulties. But we back though.
they don't even know that? Damn.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they gotta be transparent. That's what people love nowadays. Transparency.
You right. I still ain't got my pizza. How about that?
You
Fucking transparency.
gonna be in the comments like you deserved it.
Yeah.
He said,
It's
"Go to
probably
the pool
nasty
and eat your
anyway.
pizza. Your pizza at the pool. Put at the pool."
Shit at the pool, nigga, with the homeless dude.
Yeah,
At
somebody
least I
going
could be a
crazy.
blessing to somebody else, you
I
know?
was just
You
about to say, you
box him
just
up.
blessed somebody with that
He
one.
better not. He better not comment.
Right.
Box him up.
All right. Some of the movies that I thought of, you know, for the military movies. I mean, we already talked about Independence Day. I had a question mark about mine when I initially did it because I was like, is it? I'm like, it's a military movie, kind of. It was like an invasion movie. It had military aspects. I mean, it was a lot going on, which I wasn't mad at. It's like to me, that's more so of a sci-fi invasion disaster movie because the whole
Yeah.
world got banged up.
I agree.
So I'm like, it had a little bit of military in there. It had more so the government, really, because it was like, yeah, nigga, we knew about aliens. What
Facts,
you about to
facts.
say?
I got 1 point to that or whatever. Um, it's not often where the military movies have like a triumphant moment. You know what I'm saying? Like in Transformers, military people suck.
Bro,
They
they
don't.
all dead, bro.
They
They
keep
all, that
trying to
whole base,
shoot. They
they
keep
dead.
trying to shoot and blow stuff up that's clearly not being shot and blown up. You know what I mean? You like, y'all, why y'all still shooting that shit? Like, you know what I mean?
Bro, you
Like,
remember what I told you when we were little? You remember what I told you when we were little, bro? You probably don't remember this, dog. I said, everybody trying to be like this nigga Tyrese for the other niggas that's winning.
right.
And don't nobody think they're gonna be any of them 10,000 people at the base that just got decimated, bro. What are your
That's the thing.
chances, bro? It's
Bro,
six niggas
imagine,
that came out the whole base, bro. Y'all
bro,
dead.
you just sitting on base and Megatron whole leg just go through your barracks. What the fuck?
I'd be so mad,
God
nigga.
damn.
I'd be
Bro,
like,
it was never. I mean, even when like Megatron Transformers, he would look around. There's like 13-foot fucking Transformers over there. He
oh,
like, I'm about to shoot these soldiers. Blah blah blah. I'm like, God, bro, the military people just be trash in these movies, bro. They
oh,
don't know
they
nothing.
dead, bro.
My bad, B.
Bro, they
That was
all
my point.
E1s, bro. They all E1s,
The
dog.
only one.
They all E1. That's the only rank on that base, bro.
Let me just shoot these niggas.
Cannon fodder, bro.
Damn, bro.
Cannon fodder, bro.
Even in Man of Steel, he was like, you know, I need somebody to punch. I'm gonna just punch 3 of these Air Force niggas real quick. I
Bro,
was
you
like,
in your cubicle, bro. You in your cubicle, dog. Just over here looking at expense reports, dog. And a nigga just slammed through. Or this nigga
right,
Vin Diesel drive a car through your office
right.
building,
Commander
dog.
Zod threw the whole Dunkin' Donut sign through your building, trying to hit Kal-El. Like, God oh, shit. My
Oh,
bad, B. I'm so sorry.
yeah.
You made me think of that shit, dog. My bad.
You
Oh
good?
no, that's like a
Damn.
frisbee, dog.
Damn.
Oh no, bro. Okay, so we back on topic, bro.
You bad, dog.
Damn.
I had American Sniper. That
Yup, there it is.
shit was tough to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
Yeah.
All your
Bradley Cooper.
heartstrings.
You said
Mm-hmm.
what?
All your heartstrings.
Yeah, like Bradley Cooper did his thing in that one. Like I was like, oh shit, like he was locked in. Yeah, that was a tough watch. Like you ain't seen American Sniper, no spoilers over here. Go check that shit out. Like that. Whoo man. Like he was going through it, showed, like not I'm saying first time ever, but some real life like military, just like somebody going through PTSD and just like going through the tours and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, this is took you there, make you
Yeah.
feel it.
Mm.
1917. That movie,
Oh,
that movie was just different. Like I was like, oh damn, like I just like the direction of it. Like I thought the acting was good as well. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if y'all saw that, but it just took that man like on this dude on this whole journey. Like he was pretty much trying to get through the day. He was like, nigga, I'm not trying to die. He was just trying to
Right.
survive. And he kept running into like wild ass encounters. That was a good ass movie. And I forgot to put Dunkirk down.
yeah,
Dunkirk was
me
kind of like
too.
the
I was
same
just
Mm-hmm.
thinking
thing.
about that.
You know,
Yeah,
that was on my list, but I hadn't seen it. So like I knew that was one of the ones I was telling you about that I know is good. I just hadn't seen it yet. That one and Hacksaw Ridge. Those were the two that were like
I
there
haven't seen
beside
that.
each
So
other.
yeah. I hadn't seen Hacksaw Ridge either, but yeah,
Yeah.
Dunkirk. I saw that in theaters. Christopher Nolan special, that IMAX. That shit,
Mm,
the visuals and the sound.
I'm
Talking about
sure.
that shit was like, I was like, nigga, I thought I was
yeah.
there getting blown up too, nigga. My news getting blown to smithereens.
But did you see the extra that was smiling at the camera and shit?
Yeah, on the boat, that nigga was like this.
It fucked up the whole movie, dog.
He just looking at the camera like,
Stupid self.
I remember watching the theater. I was like, what the fuck? That nigga, what you smiling about? Nigga, I'm about to
Looking
die.
at the camera with your dumb ass, man.
That nigga was so happy to be on set. That nigga was like, I'm in a Christopher Nolan film, nigga. You gonna see me. You see it, boy. War, nigga.
Oh man.
Huh. What a different good. Anyway, but yeah, Dunkirk too. Um, that nigga. You already talked about it earlier. Starship Troopers. For me, that was just like a wild ass time.
Yeah, fun time.
Also, we're probably long into the podcast. Titties.
Titties.
He just owned it. He just leaned in, titties.
Titties. I was like, ooh. Parents like, you can't watch this. I
You know,
was like,
you're a little kid, dog. You know,
Right.
you like
Yeah, exactly.
looking over the
Pervert
couch
City
around
over
the
here.
corner.
Yeah.
Pervert City. I was like, oh, I can't see what we looking at. Oh, nipples. What is that? Oh, they neck in the shower.
Well, remember, it
Them
was no
bugs
in
big as
between,
shit.
B. There was
You
no
said
in
what?
between. Remember, your parents would be like, me watching that sex stuff, and then like you try to show them like an episode of Dragon Ball Z, and it's like the only episode of Dragon Ball Z with titties. You like, fuck, man. It never happened. It never felt as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like your parents trying to watch something with you, like, what you watching? You like, oh,
Be some wild shit,
and
yeah.
just some wild shit just happened.
That's
You
how
like,
anime
I
is,
swear,
dog.
this ain't how this show is. And she like, you nasty. And you like, ah,
Yeah,
you grounded
no.
too.
Starship Troopers is one of the movies
Nasty.
like I saw with my parents, and then like some wild shit, and then you're trying to like cover your eyes up, and it's like
Right.
trying to peek through. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna see this.
That was me with a Great Expectation.
Okay. I had Thank You for Your Service, starring Miles
Oh,
Teller.
I actually worked on set for that.
You did?
Oh, dope.
Yeah, I was an extra on the scene. I don't even think they kept in the movie. I think it was a scene where they ride through like this crazy neighborhood.
Mm.
But it's like I think it's in the movie, but it's cut mad short,
Mm,
so they don't even have it. But yeah, I remember working on set for that. Yeah,
nice.
that was a
Yeah.
good movie though.
Yeah, that was another rough watch. You know, somebody going through the whole
Yeah.
like system, trying to figure out what else, what they want to do with their life, and then like what's happening afterwards. Yeah, that I was like, damn, like Miles Taylor did his thing in that one. I had the Woman King. It's some throwback military, but you got a
You
group
love
of
that
like,
movie though. You
I
love
haven't seen
everything
it. I
about
still
that
haven't seen
movie.
that
You
movie.
love that movie.
Hey,
Still,
like
still gotta
You trying
watch
to
it.
make that movie fit.
I mean, it's women warriors. Like they're their
That's
own
true.
military. Man, they beating your ass. And
Well, you know what?
they would come.
I had Shaka Zulu in there. I had Shaka Zulu, dog. Old school, dog. Two
So you're
tapes,
back,
Shaka
yeah.
Zulu movie, dog.
I mean,
Yeah,
shit.
I had that shit in there. So I feel
That's
you, dog. You want,
right.
ancestry.com. You know,
No doubt.
ancestry.com.
Um,
Mm,
y'all already kind of covered it. Top Gun Maverick. It
sure.
did for me. It did everything and more. It elevated
Exponentially.
the first Top Gun, even though Top Gun Maverick it still had its corny parts from the Top Gun. Because me, Top Gun corny as fuck. I ain't gonna lie to. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I saw that movie the first time. I was like, this shit's. I'm like, this what y'all been riding on? Y'all tripping. Y'all, this ain't it. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
See,
They
that's
play.
that. You got that disconnect because you ain't military, bro. That's what it is, dog.
Did you
Because
No,
see that?
I
military
got a disconnect because like
niggas is
nigga, I done seen
corny
too
in the
many movies,
military, dog.
and
Niggas is
them
corny in
niggas
the
played that
military,
song
dog.
so many times, nigga. Highway to the Danger Zone,
Corny
nigga.
in the
That
military.
shit
Bro, come
came
on,
on.
that song is the shit, dog. No, that song smack, dog. That
It
song
smashed, but not
smack.
smash. You gotta wear that shit 8 times in 15 minutes.
Of course you
That
do,
nigga
bro. Yo, you
Tom
act
Cruise
like
put
you
his
ain't
jacket.
had a no. You act like you ain't had a song that you just put on repeat, nigga. And just jammed on that shit for like 5, 10 minutes, 10 times back to back, dog. You boosted, dog.
You not lying. You not
I
lying.
know
But
That's what
five.
I'm saying.
I know
Dog, we
five
know you
right
got
now.
Woman King on repeat right now, nigga.
I know five right now. B Hunter would put at the end of every burn CD he would make.
Tell me, dog.
But I'm gonna
Tell me,
save
dog.
them for the wedding. Shout out to Jazz. I'm gonna save them.
Give
I,
us one. Give us a
B had
sneak
a
peek,
whole
bro.
compilation.
Give us a sneak peek. Give us one, dog. Give us
What's
one, dog.
happening? Shout it. Go ahead, you made them. Yo, B used to come in. B used to slide in the living room with that tall tee on. He put that knee out. He be like,
Yo, yo.
he was like, B used to have these compilations of mixtapes where he would continue the last song until the next mixtape or whatever. And he legit had genres for him. You know what I mean? Depending on, he was like, yo, I got something that's got some slow tracks on them. You know what I'm saying? Computer had a whole
Mm.
virus because that nigga LimeWire was lit. He was he had every version.
Yo.
had the shits right.
Man,
Well,
that's funny, dog.
I'm just saying the first Top Gun, like pretty much they improved on Top Gun
Right.
Maverick. There was like, okay, like they modernized it. It was pretty much I like what you were saying earlier, G. Like they went to the store, saw a nigga at the shoe shop, and they cleaned off the shit. She still have scuffs on that bitch because I was still
Right.
laughing like 'cause I rewatched it last night to reassure myself like how
Ain't
much
no
y'all really like
movie
Top Gun
perfect,
Maverick. I
baby.
watched it and I was
Ain't no
like, you know
Right.
movie
what,
perfect.
nigga,
Right. Right.
like it's
I
still pretty
I feel
good.
you. I feel you, B. I just want to see the final fight scene, run, whatever. I legit can just watch that scene over and over.
Yeah, like no, that was good. It was good shit right there.
That
Um,
shit is America, bro. That's why.
American as fuck.
That shit's America.
Yeah, for real. I had red tails because they black.
That's
True.
it.
I mean, it's basically
All right. Bet.
nah. I mean, it's based based on a true story, and you kind of saw like some of like the I guess I would say future. Not all of them were stars, but you saw like people that were hot at the moment. You guys saw some
Mm.
older actors, and then you saw Michael B. Jordan. Like pretty much, it was like nigga, we gonna figure out which one of y'all gonna be that dude like in the future. And Michael B. Jordan like stood out above the rest. It could
Little
have been what's his
poltergeist.
face. You said what?
Little poltergeist.
Yeah. um. Yeah, Mike. that was a good movie. I saw that, and like I don't think too many people really saw it, but I remember watching it, and I know I saw it again after that. But I was like, oh okay, like it showed me a little history, and obviously it's dope to learn some history about your culture in a sense, and that also helped out American history that a lot of people don't know about. So I rock with that. Some other ones that popped in my head afterwards: the movie Basic with John Travolta, Samuel Jackson, and I think Connie Nielsen. It was pretty much like it was some military stuff, but also it was like he was trying to figure out like, who's done it. Like somebody came in and got killed or some shit like that. And it was a bunch of trickery. Like I don't want to spoil the movie. People, obviously, I ain't seen it, but it was cool. Like you said what?
Ain't that movie old?
Yeah, that movie old.
Like what? Honestly, like I hadn't seen it in a long time, so I can't really spoil it for myself because I can't remember who the fuck it was. So I need to rewatch it. That's why I was like, that's why I mentioned initially when I wrote down. I was like, man, I can't really say this shit. Like, but
That's
I remember
funny,
watching. I was like, damn, like what the fuck is going on? Okay, I'm like y'all got me like wrapped up in the trying to figure out who killed who.
Because I would mention Crimson Tide too with Denzel, but I
That
ain't
was
seen
next.
it.
That's literally like I had Men of Honor with Cuba Gooding Jr. and
Yeah, that's a good pick.
yeah. And what's his face? Robert De Niro. Like that was fire. I had G.I. Jane, and then I had Crimson Tide. Like Denzel, can't go wrong with Denzel. And then I had Black Hawk
Wind
Down. I ain't never
Talkers is a
seen
good
it.
one too.
You said
Just
what?
thought about that. Wind Talkers with
I remember hearing that. I ain't never watched that
Nicolas
one either.
Cage. That was another John Woo one. Yeah. But it was more and less. It was like less stylistic in terms of like the slow motion turns and shit. But it
yeah.
was more in the dirt, like military action drama type. It was.
Yeah.
I forgot about that shit. Damn. Yeah.
Also had Saving Private Ryan. I ain't never
Yeah, of
seen it,
course.
but everybody talk about
But
that movie like it's the
You
truth.
gotta have that one. That one is crazy good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That one's crazy good. You gotta watch that.
It's
As
up,
an
man.
adult, you'll get it. You'll be like, damn,
Yeah.
I see why these niggas was trying to save Private Ryan.
sound design, that shit is crazy too.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Damn, that shit's good, man.
Also had Jarhead,
Mm-hmm.
Jake Gyllenhaal, Jamie Foxx.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've seen it, but I don't really remember it.
Yeah, it's
I
been a
won't say it was
while
the
since.
greatest movie, but I remember watching it and I was like, oh, okay. I'm like,
It
It
had
was
its
something for its time.
yeah,
Like when
Yeah.
Jarhead came out, it was like, oh, Jarhead. Like
yep,
that
yeah,
I remember like the feel of the impact. Like it
yeah.
yeah.
was a thing, it was a big thing.
What
Mm-hmm.
about the other one with what was it? Three Kings with Ice
Three Kings,
Cube,
George
Mark
Clooney,
Wahlberg, and I forgot who the other
George
the
Clooney.
third. Yeah. Oh yeah, hell yeah, yeah.
You know what I
I
was
saw that.
thinking? I was thinking The Kingdom.
That's with Jamie Foxx. Sorry, I was thinking of that
Yeah,
one too. Yeah.
I like that one a lot. I
Mm,
remember that one.
I
It's
remember
some
watching that
good
one
ones,
too.
man. Most of them are good though, for the most
That was
part.
hard. This was a hard list. Have y'all seen? I forgot to actually write this one down. Have y'all seen Journal for Jordan?
Mhm.
That's
That's the
the
Michael B.
Michael B.
Jordan one,
Jordan
right?
one.
Yeah, bro. That shit. I'm not gonna lie, dog. That shit had me tearing up at the end of the movie, dog.
It looked like it was gonna be one of those types though.
Bro, like I'm not even bullshit. I was sitting there like, damn. Like I just felt like all of like my military experience and like the losses in the military and like the just all of it like was just in that movie though. I didn't even leave. I just kind of sat there and was like, damn man,
Shit
Mm,
crazy.
like y'all gotta watch that one. Like that shit,
bad.
man, that shit was good, dog. Like that one was oof, A1, dog.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
And I had two more that I guess honorable mentions. I had Lone Survivor.
For sure. Mark
Oh,
Wahlberg.
Like
okay.
that
Fire.
was super rough for watch. I got that on Blu-ray. I was like, fuck,
Fire.
shit. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
fucked up.
Fire.
And then I had The Hurt Locker.
Mm.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Hurt
Yeah,
Locker, good. Did you guys see Act of Valor?
I lied. That was the
No.
last one on here.
I know what it is, but I
Oh, you
didn't
see, oh,
see it
I
though.
see it. I see it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was
Might
good.
have to
Active Valor.
throw.
Yeah,
Act
Might
of
have to
Valor was
throw
cool.
Battle of Los
That's one where
Angeles on there too.
Battle of Los Angeles. Yeah.
I
It
heard
had
that was really accurate with how in betraying the military. I heard that was really accurate. Just like the brotherhood, like capturing the brotherhood of the soldiers, leaving no man behind. Yeah, I heard they did a really good job with that. So
Okay, all right. Since everybody's listed, the movies
Hold on,
that
let
they
me throw
thought
this
of, like,
honorable mention out real quick. Let me throw this
okay,
honorable mention out real quick. District 12.
District 12.
Yeah.
that's the Halo movie, kinda.
The one where the nigga turned into the robot or whatever like that.
Turned
What
into
the
the
shit?
little alien. He team
Mm-hmm.
up with the alien and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That movie was actually real fire, bro.
for his
I ain't never
time
heard
too.
of that.
That was supposed to get a sequel, I think,
Yeah, it
because the
was,
way
but
it
it never
ended
did.
was pretty fire.
Wait, you
Like,
mean District
Yeah.
9?
yeah, District 9.
What did I say? Oh, I said District
District
12.
12.
12. There is a
I
movie
meant
called District 12,
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
but
huh?
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
District 9, sorry. Mm-hmm.
That nigga
District
Brian
12.
was like, hold on, I don't know about that one right
I
So
was
many
like,
there.
I
districts.
know I ain't seen all these movies, but I was like, hold up now, hold up. I'm like, that's the Hunger Games. I was like, what the fuck is District 12?
Yeah,
My
no,
volunteer
District
I'm
is
like,
9 was
tribute.
fire.
Among
I'm like,
Take me out the game. Damn, yo.
all right. So
Yeah.
since we listed all of our movies, let's figure out a way to come to a consensus. What is one movie we can all agree on that has to
I think it's
be?
in between two picks. I think it's only gonna be between two picks.
All right, well, name them off. Name them off. See if we're on the same page. What's the two picks?
I think it's gonna be fucking Edge of Tomorrow and
Mm.
or Top Gun. But you don't want Top Gun, so that might be a little tricky.
Top Gun
I
Maverick.
would put something
Yeah.
Yeah,
over.
Top
I
Gun
would put
Maverick. Yeah,
something.
Oh,
Top Gun
oh man,
Maverick.
Top Gun.
Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun
Top
Maverick.
Gun Maverick.
It's gonna be one of those two.
I mean, I feel like that probably embodies the embody. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. For the group
it probably
call,
wouldn't be my top, but I can agree. I can agree with that.
for the
Top
Right.
Gun
group,
Maverick.
right? For the
Yeah.
group.
Mhm.
So,
Top Gun Maverick.
yeah, everybody agreeing Top Gun Maverick. Then I mean,
Yeah.
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 Well,
You
there
know
we
what?
go.
You know
Top
what
Gun
though?
Maverick.
Like full honesty, the rewatchability. I know I said earlier I skipped to the final scene, but I think we talk a lot on
Yeah,
the channel about rewatchability, making it
that's my
over.
thing.
You
Yeah,
know
too. It
that
ain't.
really weighs a lot on. Like we willing to damn overlook a lot if the rewatch is. You know what I'm saying? Like we willing to overlook bad writing or some bad CGI if that bitch all together. When you just let it play, just let it ride. We here at Movie Disciples, we like, yeah, I fucks with that. Like, it's like, you know,
Facts.
Because I've only still seen that shit once, so that's why I said like it wouldn't be a top for mine because it ain't. I don't know. It's a great movie to watch once. I think for me personally. But
Yeah, I
I'm not
watched that
mad
joint
at
like
it
three
being
times.
a top military movie because I feel like it embodies that American spirit, the culture, what I feel, based on,
Yeah.
stories I hear of the military. Like I feel like it really captures that well. So,
right, right, right.
yeah.
yeah, that's why I rewatched it last night. Juice. I was like, let me see, like, if I feel some of the same stuff I felt when I saw it in theaters. And for the most part, yeah, like it pretty much. I mean,
Mhm.
I was laughing, at some of the jokes, the humor and the interactions and stuff like that. Like everything still worked for me. I was still laughing at the corny shit. Like I was like, niggas saying corny shit. Like I remember being in theaters. I think I told G this when I first saw it. Niggas was hype as hell when that like first intro came on. It was like, yeah,
Yeah,
niggas like the original. I was like, that's a good thing. I'm like, we doing the same shit. I was like, all right, well, I'm like, I want to see the same shit for a Beverly Hills Cop. I want to come on the same thing. I want to be on the back of a truck, nigga, like in the original
But ain't
one.
nothing wrong with that though. If
it'll
it
Ain't nothing
work.
worked,
wrong with that,
If
recycle
bro.
it
that
worked, that's what I'm
shit.
saying. Like, if it worked. Like, or when we see Bad Boys, when they do that whole spin around shot, I'm like, all right, I'm like, cool, like,
You know
Exactly.
they
Yeah.
gonna
it
do
was working.
that, dog.
It
Like,
better.
like that's just like cool cinematic shit. But as
Yeah.
long as they don't run back, the fucking they ain't got no theme song. Anyway, I'm going down a tangent. Anyway, yeah, Top Gun Maverick. So we're all agreeing Top Gun Maverick is the one we all
Top
agree
Gun
upon,
Maverick.
right?
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. One of them ones.
Yeah. Okay.
You go first, B, because you went last.
All right. So the one movie
Shit.
that I will pick to throw on the list. The asshole me, since I got these shades on, I just want to say red till because I said before because it's black.
I'll take that one. Take that one over what I thought you was about to say.
That's not what I thought you was gonna say either.
Y'all niggas about to say, I think I'm about to say The Woman King. First of all, y'all need to go see it. You need to go see it.
Yeah.
That's what I thought
Like,
you was gonna
if
say
y'all
for
seen
real.
it, y'all be like, damn, it was a good ass time. No alcohol required. Shout out to Jeremy Johns. No, it's not. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna ride with American Sniper.
Okay.
Okay.
Get my eyes nice and juicy. I'm like, fuck, it's a fucked up story. Damn. I'm glad I listened to my pops. Don't ever join this shit. And I was like, all right, dog. I'm listening to one thing. That I'm never doing it. I'm a military kid. I don't endorse it.
Yep. I was gonna say Mama Hunter somewhere like what?
Shit, she said the same thing. Don't do it, nigga. Don't.
Yeah, you're right. She did.
Don't you do it.
She did.
So yeah, I'm riding American Sniper.
No, that photo she got hard though. I ain't gonna lie, that photo hard.
No, her doing all this. Yeah.
Very hard.
Shout to moms. All right.
I think he showed all his teeth. Tried to hide it.
All right, Dre. What's one movie that you would put
Oh, it's on me?
on our list? Yeah, I'll throw it to you. Now, then we'll go to you. Then we'll go Juice. Then we'll go G to close it out.
Dang. You gonna give it to me? Ooh.
It's a tough one, man.
I thought I was gonna have it easy. I thought I was gonna be last.
Or we can switch. We can put the pressure on G, and then
I got it.
we'll let the military go.
Right. I can handle it.
Dang, dog.
I know. I mean, here's the great thing about it. We listen to so many military movies. We can literally run this shit back. I'm not gonna call this the top 5 best military movies of all time. We can say 5 of the greatest military movies of all time. That's the title, y'all. Y'all listen to this midway through. Okay. That's the title of this episode. 5 of the greatest, because this shit is tough.
It's tough.
And we ain't trying to put all the pressure on at least this list. We got other lists we can put the pressure on.
Man. It's tough because I don't know if I want to go with the comedy. I don't know if I want to go with I don't know if I want to go with impact culturally. I don't know if I want to go with just a good time. I don't know if I want to go with the feels.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
all gritty. Like
damn.
Yeah.
Sure, you can do rewatchability, like some that whichever one you still will run back.
That's tough, man, because
so many.
All right. Let's see. I'm a paper, rock, scissors. Well, I can't paper, rock, scissors myself. That make no damn sense.
Bubblegum in a dish.
I'm gonna be like,
how many pieces do you?
All right, I'm gonna go with
The Woman King.
That's not even on my list. That was far from it. Yeah, I stopped watching that movie after like 5 minutes, dog.
Damn.
When they had that fight, I'm telling you, dog, when they was fighting them dudes and they just beat up all the dudes, I was like, nah, bro. Nah, dog.
Wow, Dre, you one of them guys.
I'll tell you what
pulling
it
a
is,
G
dog.
now, huh? You pulling a G?
Dog, I'm telling you what. Nah, bro. Like, because it's not realistic, dog. Like, hand to hand, 1-on-1, the chick is not gonna beat that big swole ass nigga that she just like punched through like some pots or some bullshit, something stupid, dog. I was like, that ain't it, dog. That ain't it, bro.
I don't know.
You be honest. You gonna tell me that? You gonna tell me that if a shorty come in front of you, she's just gonna body you, bro? She's gonna body you. Exactly. That's all.
Women can do anything. Women can do anything. They
you can say that.
capable of.
That statement. You can
Safe
say that blanket ass
answer,
statement. You can
everybody.
say that. You can say that because I'm not saying
Why?
women can't do anything. I ain't saying that. That's not what I'm saying. That's not
Look at
what
me. Look at me.
yeah, no. Yeah. That's
Women can
not what I'm
fly.
saying.
So you go tell your
No.
mama she can't beat nobody up? Wow,
Yep.
so you do it.
I will. I will.
She can beat somebody up. She can't
She
beat
can
I'm about to
beat
say,
everybody.
some people up.
I think she can beat up some people now.
Nah, she can beat up some people for sure. But she not about to just be out here UFCing niggas, dog. I love my mama to death, but we gotta be for real. Okay? Right.
I'm just
All
thinking,
right,
thinking
let me
about
see.
train words. But anyway, yeah, go with your plan. We're gonna watch the Woman
Damn,
King
man.
on one of these fucking episodes. I guarantee.
For
Right.
sure, let's do it. Damn, man. I'm gonna go with the Covenant.
That's
Covenant.
good.
All right, all
I'm gonna
right.
go with the Covenant.
I ain't seen it, but I'm gonna check it out. I was trying to
I'm
watch
gonna
see
go
if I
with the
could
Covenant.
watch some of these movies that everybody was listening, and a lot of these shits aren't available.
I think Covenant is on Amazon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Covenant.
I think I saw that. Yeah,
Top Gun
Covenant.
Maverick is available.
Yeah, yeah. Paramount Plus,
Mm.
Prime.
I was gonna throw an
All right.
honorable mention out at the end though, for sure.
Okay. Okay. All right, Juice. What's your pick?
Uh, I think I'll throw 13 hours on there.
You said who?
It's 13 hours,
Oh, okay.
or
Yeah, yeah,
because I'm looking at my shit, I forgot I left off The Rock.
yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
it's what's my guy?
I'll make that my honorable mention though, but
Connery,
I'll
right?
probably, yeah, with Sean Connery, Nick Cage, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do 13 hours.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
I'm
what I
fucking
was.
with
I was. I was stuck with that one. I was really looking at that one too. But
Hmm.
that's not my honorable mention. But I was really looking at that
The 13 hours?
one. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's another one I was looking at too. I ain't gonna say that. Don't want to influence anything.
All right. All right. 13 hours. Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. Okay. All right. All right. G.
Drum roll.
Send us to the crib.
Boom.
What you
Yeah,
got?
I need.
Take us home.
Y'all know what I'm gonna say?
This nigga
I
about to say
think I do.
fucking Avatar.
No,
No,
he ain't gonna say Avatar, nigga. He's gonna say
no, no.
Avatar.
I was gonna say Captain America: The First Avenger. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
Caught me off
Oh, that's
guard. I
not
did
a
not
bad
think
one
you was
though.
gonna say that. I did not think you was
I
gonna say
did.
that.
It's a safe pick for sure, but I literally changed it when Vince was like rewatchability. So I was like, yeah, I can rewatch that. I could read like out of my list
What?
for sure.
I
Yeah,
did not think you were. I thought you was for sure gonna say Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow is my. I would say we would have to name. What did B say earlier? You said greatest. B, how you say?
Greatest. 5 of the greatest military movies of all time.
Yeah.
I think I would have to change the wording a little bit to put Edge of Tomorrow on there. Edge of
Mm.
Tomorrow for me is like a. I think that y'all heard me obviously expounding to go into it, but like I think that concept just it's a good more of a good movie than it is like a
Yeah, it's
military.
not a true military movie. I
Does
feel
that
you on
Right.
make
that.
sense?
I
Yeah.
get you.
Yep.
It's
You
not
know
a
what I mean?
Saving Private Ryan or A Few Good Men
Yeah,
or
yeah.
a Forrest Gump
It's
or
like
a
a
13
it's a
Hours.
good
Yeah,
movie. Like even if I took out like if I stripped it back and they just still had that concept, I'd be like, yeah, damn, this is still a good ass movie. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, so that's why I took it off. I wanted to, I really did, but I had to really think like, ah, this is just a good movie. You know what I mean? So
I
yeah.
get you. So okay. So here's the icing on the cake.
Hmm.
Out of Top Gun Maverick, American Sniper, The Covenant, 13 Hours, and Captain America, we
Hmm.
got to list those 1 to 5.
Hmm.
You want to go 1 to 5 now?
1 to 5 with these.
I from what you just named, I think I would be five. I'm very sci-fi. My list already was sci-fi, more military influence, military style than it was like I can't put them in my heart to heart over movies that are on the list that are based off of true events or based on a true story.
I feel that 100%. I just wanted to
Hmm.
put a list to it.
You know,
I hear that, but did everybody watch The Covenant? Am I the only person who hasn't watched it?
Ah, shit, you're right. I see
You
what
know
you're
what I'm
Same.
saying.
saying? Like, if everybody didn't watch it, then to me, that's number 5. If we're gonna do, that's all I was saying initially. I'm like, we ain't got, we just listen to 5. We ain't got to do a top 5. But if we doing 5 through 1, The Covenant got me 5 because everybody
Because
hasn't
you ain't
watched it
watched
just
it
yet.
yet.
So I'm like, I ain't got no reference.
and
Like, I saw the trailer looked fire, heard the story, heard it got good reviews. Nobody saw
Who
that bitch.
watched it? Vince watched it,
Yeah, I seen it.
I
but
seen
G and
the
B Hunter ain't
YouTube
watched it.
version. Yeah,
I'm like, that's been on my head. I'm like, I forgot about it. I'm like, I'm gonna check it out, and then I'm like, I just haven't gotten to it just yet. But if we're doing 5 in my head, I'm like, I feel like Covenant is number 5. All right, just off the top of my head, I would say it's the Covenant, Captain America, First Avenger, and then we got Top Gun left, and then we got 13 Hours, and what's the other one?
American Sniper.
American Sniper.
Yo pick,
I'll
nigga.
probably yeah, right. I would say American Sniper, and then I'm gonna say Top Gun's number 1, and then I would say
I think
13
Top Gun's
Hours
number
2.
1 for sure.
Yeah, Top Gun Maverick is 1, and 13 Hours is 2. And then American Sniper is 3.
What you
Yeah,
think, Vince?
I like that.
yeah, I
Yeah,
like that so far. Yeah, out of
I like
those.
that. I'm
So
happy with that.
you said 13 Hours is 2.
Yeah,
The Covenant is 3.
Covenant is 4. Covenant is 5. Covenant. So it's the Covenant, Captain
I'm
America, First
sorry.
Avenger, American
Mm-hmm.
Sniper, 13 Hours, Secret Soldiers, Benghazi, Top Gun Maverick is number 1.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I believe we've all seen the other 4, and I mean, personally, I would say I'll put American Sniper over 13 Hours. But I mean, if we're all doing consensus, I probably feel I was just going with how I thought everybody else is probably like leaning because
Yeah.
everybody ain't
Well,
trying
I
to tap
would.
into the fucked up shit, especially since y'all actually been through that shit. I'm just watching this shit as an observer. Like I don't have
Yeah.
PTSD and to that level, like what he had been through.
So then, okay. So we need to revisit it because I don't I know for a fact the Covenant isn't number 5 for a fact, hands down. I can stand on that.
Okay.
I can stand on that. So I think like I think maybe we could watch them all.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a thing we could do.
We
You
could
know.
make it 5. We have to go back
Hmm.
and remake the 5, and I mean, like I think I said at the top of it, like there's so many, like we could actually revisit
Well,
this
for
shit again
sure, right?
for like
Like,
Independence
Yeah.
yeah,
Day, Memorial Day.
hands
I mean, not Memorial
down,
Day,
because
fucking Veterans Day.
yeah, they're all like there's so many subsections, right? So it would be like tearjerker, movies, sci-fi. We have culturally impactful movies, most representative of what a war conflict could be like. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
What was the
Like
shit
there's
on Netflix? The other black one, Five Bloods.
Oh, the Five Bloods. Yeah, yeah.
That was
mm,
good. It's and then I'm looking at another. It's a lot we left out too, rightfully
it's
so because
hard.
it's so many. But yeah,
I feel like I feel like these 5 greatest movies aren't even a good representation of all military movies.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
because you
You
got the
know, and
documentary style movies that
yep.
are just, you
There's
know,
war. There's war military movies.
yeah,
Like so many like subgenres in the military movie
Yeah. Cause like
section.
if I were to look at this list and be like the top greatest movies, no way.
That's what
No
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
way.
That's what I'm like. I'm not gonna put top. I mean, I could put top down to invoke people to like check this shit out. So I'm like, we can vote this shit right now. Like, do
Hey,
shit
let
I put down.
motherfuckers talk about it and be like, no, that ain't it. This movie
Okay,
better. No, that ain't this movie better.
top
But
5.
if they do say that, well, I mean, well, the original title that you had, you know what I'm saying? 5 of the greatest movies,
Yeah.
right? I think that's the most accurate title. But even if they do say all that, then they weren't listening to the content.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have a true representation, right? Because we all picked a top after talking about a whole bunch of tops. You know what I'm saying? So it's tricky.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I'm good with this list for sure. These are 5 great ass movies, hands down, right? You know, but now I see, and this is good too, because now I see, because of how we approached it, how there's a lot of stuff that we had to omit for the sake of what we're doing. Because we could all say 10 right now, and they're all fire.
That's true.
You know,
True.
like, you know, so, but
I
this
know
is
people
good
don't
though.
have a problem with Saving Private Ryan not being on the list though, and fucking
Oh yeah.
For sure.
something else being on there.
And A Few Good Men,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dunkirk, even.
Dunkirk. You know, I mean, shit,
Yeah,
like
it's tough. It is tough because a
my
lot of
fucking
them.
Braveheart.
Shit, true.
You
Braveheart,
know
bro.
what I'm saying? Like, you
I look at
know,
Braveheart a little different, but I feel you
Yeah,
though.
cultural. That's cultural. That's a culture movie right
I,
there.
I didn't look at it as culture. I just looked at it as like it was like, I guess it
like
was,
a battle movie rather than like
yeah,
a
yeah,
military.
battle
Uh-huh.
war type movie. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying?
That's Mel Gibson?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's true though, right? So the best battle movies, you know, or what movie had the best battle, right?
Mm.
That's a list
You
right
put
there. That's
300
that's
on
an
that
episode
list
right
for
there.
sure. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
Troy, shit
right
like
there.
Troy.
Troy, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
The
Didn't
past
Alexander have a good fight scene? Or do I just
Mm-hmm.
like Alexander because it had Rosario Dawson
Angelina Jolie.
titties? um, yeah, man. Like I'm good with the list though. I think it's a good list. Maybe a little bit anticlimactic, but the content is good.
Right. Exactly. They knew
Yeah.
what the hell we was probably gonna say. Recency bias. The movie works. Shit.
Yeah. That's why
Fact.
I wanted to put The Rock on there just to kind of give it some
Well, that's one right there too,
either that
huh?
or Broken Arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the joint with Damn, it just slipped my whole fucking brain. It's gone. Damn, what was it? It was oh, I don't know if that was a war movie. What's the joint with Shia LaBeouf and Tom Hardy and
Ooh, that's Lawless.
Lawless? Yeah, but that's not a
Yeah.
war movie. Yeah.
Nah, that
Yeah,
was
that's
one of
kind
them.
of mob, like a mob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, what about mob movies, yo?
Oh,
Damn.
we're gonna have to do one on those.
Yo, what about mob movies, bro?
Mob movies would be fire. The Town for sure.
Yeah, dog. For sure, the town, for sure.
Was
For
The
Well,
Town a
sure.
mob movie? That's a heist movie.
It's a heist
Yeah.
movie.
mob in it though. Mafia,
Nah, it
mob.
ain't a mob. It ain't a mob. Shit, you
Yeah.
reaching? No, it ain't a mob movie.
Who are
Yeah.
they?
The Departed.
That's a mob movie.
Yeah.
That's a mob movie like shit.
Mm.
Yeah, we definitely
Uh,
gotta tap into that one.
Scarface. Godfather. That's what I
Yeah.
meant. Damn, man. Yeah, we. All right. Yeah. Y'all motherfuckers that's listening, you know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm throwing you up the lobby. It's all you, baby.
Hit that. What he said. Hit all those buttons. Hit the 5 stars and that follow on the podcast. And like I said, follow us on YouTube. Talk to us in the comment section. Let us know. Did we fuck up the list? What do we miss out on? What is the 5 greatest or 5 of the greatest war or military movies? Excuse me.
I mean, y'all
Let us
write y'all
know.
shit down in the comments.
Yeah. Cuss
Write
Facts.
us
one of
out.
y'all tops in the comments. You
Get
know,
us a bunch of
what should we
dislikes.
talk about? What movie should we look at and drop some knowledge on? Let us
Yeah.
know.
Right. Do all that and more. We'll holler at y'all on the next go round. For myself and the rest of the movie disciples, we're gonna holler at y'all on the next episode. We out.
Peace.
Peace.